How does price appreciation actually happen? When XRP price appreciation, do you think price will stay up to hold or crash, so sell and reinvest? Depends on how high it goes, to be honest with you. If we don't get to 3 or 4 digits, then we're not going to have enough liquidity in it for them to start using it, and I think that's why it's taken so long for it to go up. I think it's going to go right past double digits. If we go right past double digits and we're 3 to 4 digits, you'll see enough volume start to move through it that it'll hold those prices. It'll be a high stable value. But until it gets there, you're definitely going to see some volatility. So, if we ran to like 25, 50 bucks, probably going to come back down at some point. If it gets over 100 to 1,000, I think it's going to stay there. How does price appreciation actually happen? I assume it's not someone in a room pressing a $100 button. It's not. Please explain it to me like I'm a third grader. Appreciate all that you do. Okay, so like a third grader. We'll use the Pokemon cards. I actually made a video about this the other day. So humor me for a second and just speculate with me that there's only 1,000 Charizards in the world, and they're Beckett or what's the other grading agency? They're the highest graded cards. There's only 1,000 of them. There's probably less than that, to be honest with you, but we're gonna use 1,000 for a round number. As those get bought up off the market, the price gets bid up, right? There's supply and demand. The more demand there is, the higher the price people are willing to pay. XRP works the same way. If there's not much available on the exchanges for sale or settlement, and there's a lot of people clamoring for it all at one time, then they're willing to pay higher prices. You'll continue to see the price escalate. And that's what I believe is going to transpire. Order books are very thin over $3 or $4 XRP. There's not a whole lot of bids or asks there. And so people that are holding it believe that it's worth a lot more, and they're not going to be willing to sell it at 10, 20, 25, 50, 75 bucks. They're looking for 100 bucks. They're looking for 500 bucks. They're looking for $1,000. And so for those reasons, when we do see the demand come in, a substantial amount of demand on a very limited amount of supply, you would see the price rise aggressively. And then once it's at those levels, there's enough liquidity in the token that they can actually start using it to settle transactions. And that new volume that moves on the network, settling those transactions, will hold the price at a high stable value.